Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate you as always. Thank you so much. This is the continuation of the video posted yesterday, how to restore your lost glory by the grace of God. So I have a question in the previous video on can you study your first morning till when you are ready to use it for the day. Yes, you can store it, you can keep it till when you are ready to use it for that day. Yes, so we are on the part 2. I said it's going to come in 3 ways, 3 methods, so that if you cannot get this, you will be able to get this, so that we'll carry ourselves along. Yes, we'll carry ourselves along. And I want to chip in. Losing one's glory is not just there is in the video of yesterday, there's a question I answered. Someone asked me, how would he or she know when or how he or she lost his glory? Sometimes, immediately you do something, just some people notice a pattern. They will be able to tell you that it was since the day or since the period or since the time I did so and so, I noticed that things began to go down for me. I'll pick that reply also and drop it in the comment section of this video for you to read. I made some illustration with my own personal life. Yes, I am not ashamed to say that. I am not ashamed to say it. Yes, I made an illustration with my own personal life. So if you wish, you can go and read it to understand what I am trying to say there. Thank you. So today's method is the soap method. Little wonder why persons use soap. Just a soap you use outwardly on yourself, and it's going to manifest spiritually to cleanse you of something you don't want from your life. You understand? Now, let me tell you something. When you are using a particular soap and you are getting a kind of victory, invariably, one way or the other, it is your lost glory that God is restoring. It is your lost glory that God is restoring. The loss of one's glory can manifest in so many ways. Yes. Sometimes when one loses his or her glory, the enemy will tend to. Do you wonder people that maybe at a certain age, they still wee on bed? Now, these things may happen to them when they go visiting other persons just to embarrass them. That garment of shame, that garment of disgrace. Your lost glory comes in different ways. I am telling you. Glory can be lost not just when one is not doing well at all. One may be doing well in other aspects of life, but a particular aspect that one is looking up to God for may not be there. That may be the channel the enemy may use to steal a person's lost glory. So don't think that lost glory has to do with persons whom things are not really moving at all for them. No. Thank you. Now, this is just, I'll just show us because I won't be making the soap, please. I don't want to keep persons waiting. This is black soap. You can get this kind of black soap. You can get the jet black soap. You can get the white black soap. You can combine them together, any one you have or you choose to. Now, the reason why spiritual things, mostly this kind of soap is used is these soaps are natural. There are no chemicals. They are not processed. They are even used with some natural spiritual ingredients, the banana leaf, ash, and all these things. So that is why all these kind of natural soaps are being used when it comes to some Ogbengin spiritual things. You understand? You can't just use the ordinary soaps. The next thing I have here with me is red oil. The next thing that we'll be needing is ash. I'll list them. Ash, please, even if I'm not showing it. I know some persons will come to ask me, is it the same ash you get from firewood, or the one some person asked me, is it the same ash you get from firewood or the one you get after smoking? I wonder what someone will smoke to be able to get a quantity of ash that will be enough for you. Yes, it's the same ash you get when you burn a firewood. Ash. Then this is my alligator pepper. How many seeds of this alligator pepper will you be needing? 21 seeds. But please, let it be an alligator pepper you open for spiritual purpose. By putting your hands at your back and opening it, take 21 seeds of this alligator pepper. Here with me is native chalk. native chalk. This is how it looks like. You can take half, you can take one, any one you feel like. And here with me is some salt. Salt. This is native salt. If you have the kind of salt I showed yesterday, the one they measure from the, you understand, you can also use that one. This is native salt. I have with me here is cinnamon. You can take as much as you want, 1 stick, 2 stick, 3 stick, cinnamon. Little wonder cinnamon has lots of spiritual uses, not to bring you wealth alone, but there are some ingredients you combine it with, they take out negativity. And this is here with me. This is a leaf. A leaf. It's called Enyi Olobe. Enyi Olobe. The Yorubas call it Enyi Olobe. What's the English name? Or something Amarantus? I may check later and give us the English name. Enyi Olobe. This plant, it's used to cure. It's used in the cure of diabetes. It's used in the cure of hepatitis. Yes, it's used in the cure of hepatitis. Now, you see how things that we eat, things that we consume, by the grace of God, we can still use them spiritually to our own benefit. This leaf is Enyi Olobe. This is the dried one. I know you may not be able to see it very clearly because it's tiny, tiny, tiny. Yes. And this is my coconut water. Now, there is something you will be doing. You will go outside or on a soil or anywhere there is sand. Even if it's sand that is in your flower vessels, you can just pack it, pour it on the ground, and step your right foot on the ground. And you speak on the sand, though, your right foot on the sand, and you speak, you pray. This method of prayer goes with Psalm 90. Psalm 90 is the psalm of war. Psalm 90 is the psalm of battle. You go to the ground, stand on the sand. With your right foot, you are speaking. Any man born of a woman that has used anything that belongs to me, is it as a result of my own doing, my activity, that my glory has been stolen? Or is it by a man born of a woman that has stolen my glory through my clothes, through my money, through their spoken words, through their incantations, whatever means? As long as that man born of a woman steps on the ground, has stepped on the ground before, is there any man born of a woman that liveth that has not stepped on the ground? Even if all your life you are stepping on ties, what is the composition of the ground? There is no one that has not stepped on the ground. The ground is ground, whether on a sand, whether on a tile, anywhere. Ground is ground anywhere in the world. That has stepped on the ground, that has one way or the other taken my glory. Today, I reverse it. I take back my glory. You know how to speak it. You know as they do you. You know how to talk. After you must have prayed, you have spoken. Pack the sand. That place that you step on the sand with your leg, right? Pack that sand of that place. We'll be needing it in making this soup. Come along with me. Now get your mortar. When you get your mortar, add all the ingredients that needs to be added and pounded. Add your alligator pepper, your cinnamon, your native salt, your native chalk. Pound everything that needs to be pounded. Pound it. Then add the sand you have packed. Add it to the mortar. Pound it. Pound it. Add the soap. Add the soap. Add your red oil. Add your ash. Literally, I'm trying to say pound everything that needs to be pounded. Then add everything together and pound it together. Now, add your coconut water. Pound it together. Mix it. When you are done pounding everything, Now I know I will have questions like, what if I don't have palm oil? What should I do? Please go ahead. What if I don't have a cinnamon? What should I do? Please, you can go ahead. But if you can afford to get everything, please try and get them. When you're done with your soap, look for a white container, a white plastic. Even if it's something like this, transparent, but something white, store your soap. Get a native sponge. Now, the reason why we use a native sponge, yes, native sponge is gotten from a particular tree, yes, but if you cannot get native sponge, the only thing is, whenever you're using it to bathe, just know that you will be changing the sponge. If you can afford to change any sponge you use every day, you can use any one you want. Or if you can get a native sponge because you'll be disposing it every day, it's fine. Get a native sponge. Use it to bathe. Please, ladies, calculate when you will not be on your period to do this. For 7 days. I know people have questions like, why 7 days usually when using a soap? 7 is a number of completion. 7 is powerful. We all know that, yes. But 7, before you do something extensively for 7 days, by the grace of God, whatever it is would have been cleared, if that is the aspect or remedy God wants to use to deliver you. At least by that 7 days, you would have gotten everything off you by the grace of God. Now, when you want to have this bath, you're going to charge the soap. You charge it by speaking into it that, Lord, as I use this soap to bathe, it is going to restore my glory. You know how to pray it. You know what to speak. Any man that has stolen my glory, knowingly and unknowingly, is it through my own acts? Is it through my own stupidity? Is it through my thoughts? Is it through my words? Is it through my deeds that I lost my glory? Lord God Almighty, restore my glory by the power in your name. You know how to pray. Now, I know I will have questions like, is this for Christians alone? No. Whatever you believe in, go ahead and do it in the name of whatever you believe in. You understand? Now, this is where the Psalm 90 comes in. This is where the Psalm 90 comes in. Before you use this soap, after you don't prepare them or before you start to use them, middle of the night, 3 a.m., there's power in 3 a.m. One day, we go dissect this 3 a.m. well. 3 a.m. Before you start using, let's assume you prepare the soap today. Wait till 3 a.m. Open the soap and read Psalm 90 into it from beginning to the end. Pray Psalm 90 into it. Not read. Pray it into it. Energize the soap. Speak into the soap and breathe into it 3 times. Bam. Then you can start using the soap. I know I will have questions like, must it be in the night? If you want to use it in the night, in the morning, in the afternoon, you can go ahead. But for 7 days, that is the most important thing. Let it be for 7 days. Night, morning, or afternoon, your choice. Let it be for 7 days. As you are bathing with it, you are praying, you are speaking. You understand now? Start from your head downward when you are bathing with it. Because you are removing. This is removing. This is like cleansing. You are removing. Start from your head downward. You are rubbing. You are praying. You are speaking. You are declaring. You are restoring. You understand? That is how you will use this soap. Now, I know I will have questions like, what do I do with the coconut I extracted from this? Please do not eat. Throw it away. Throw the coconut away. You don't need to eat it. You don't have to eat this particular coconut. Throw it away. When you do this consistently by the grace of God, now keep this soap. Keep the soap. It will help you by God's grace. When you are done for the 7 days, you can be using the soap, let's say 2 times in a week, 2 times in a week. You can be using it that way. Believe me, I know I'll have questions like, can I do the first method, do the second method, do the third method? You know they're over. You can do all of them. You know they're too much. You understand? You can do all of them. And remember again, Gloria Cheesy A will always talk about exchange. If you can, every day you are bathing with the soap, give alms. Speak over it that as I give this, by the grace of God, I am restoring my glory. As I give this, I am using this as an exchange to whatever may have been stolen from me by God's grace. You understand? Then if you cannot, just wait after the whole 7 days. Whatever you have to give as alms, go out and give it as alms. Now, I know I will have some questions like, what if I'm not able to give alms where I am and all that? It's not by force, but this is just me trying to tell you the importance of exchange, the importance of giving alms in whatever you are doing. Yes, it's very, very important. There is no, let me use the word ritual. Yes, let me use the word ritual here. For the record, anything called ritual is an act. A ritual is an act, a process of doing something. So not when you hear ritual, you say, they do this one. No, there is no positive ritual without the act of giving, without the act of exchange. Yes. It doesn't mean that you are dumping whatever that is coming out of you in the life of those you are giving. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Yes. So this is the second method. When you do this consistently, by the grace of God, it will end in praise. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. It's no other person but Gloria Cheesy. Oh, thank you.